Kia ora koutou. Technology has changed significantly over the past 25 years. The rapid changes in technology have also changed privacy. All around the world, privacy laws have needed to keep up with these new developments. And now it is time for New Zealand's Privacy Act to change.
One important development is that we now live large parts of our lives online. That wasn't the case when the Privacy Act first became law in 1993. Today, organisations collect a lot of information about us online and through our smartphones. Whether we're in business or working for an organisation, we have a responsibility to take good care of the personal information we hold about people. Let's have a close look at what's in the new Privacy Act. First up, there's a new privacy principle. It's so much easier now to send information overseas. Because of this, a new principle has been added to set out what organisations should check and be sure of before they share information overseas. There are new rules about privacy breaches. Many organisations have experienced hacking attempts or cyber attacks, or have accidentally lost or disclosed customer information. Under the new law, you must tell the Privacy Commissioner, and in most cases the affected people, if your organisation has had a serious privacy breach. In the past, some overseas-based companies that provide services to New Zealand customers have ignored our privacy laws. The new Act specifically applies to overseas companies that do business in New Zealand. They must comply with it. The playing field will be level, wherever the business is based.
There are also changes to make sure everyone complies with the Act. The Privacy Commissioner can now issue compliance notices that tell an agency it must stop breaching the law or it must put things right. The Commissioner can also issue access directions. If an individual has requested information about themselves, an access direction requires an agency to provide that information to the individual. There are some new offences, like misleading an agency to get someone's personal information, and higher penalties if you are found guilty, up to $10,000.
3 of the privacy principles have been updated. We now need to make sure that we only require identifying information about people if we actually need it for our lawful purpose. Organisations that use customer numbers and other unique identifiers now have to take steps to make sure these can't be misused or get into the wrong hands. We also have to check that the way we collect information from young people is fair and reasonable, because young people might not realise what can happen with their information. Let's recap. Under the new Privacy Act, there is a new privacy principle that covers sending information overseas. There are new rules about letting affected people and the Privacy Commissioner know when there has been a privacy breach. Overseas companies that do business in New Zealand are required to comply with the New Zealand Privacy Act. There are new enforcement measures including compliance directions, access directions, and updated offences and penalties. 3 privacy principles have been updated. So what now? It's time to start talking with others about how these changes might affect your organisation and the business you do. And for more detailed information, complete the e-learning course Privacy 2.0. You can find this on the Privacy Commissioner's website, www.privacy.org.nz.